Alright, welcome back to Deceitful Domain, or as we like to call it, Energy Fruition Amplifier or something like that. So here, it's all the same, really, except for the Deceitful Domain. Instead of making you go through like mini domains prior, you just do the arena straight up. But this is the same, you just clear the same camps and all that. And here, we're just going to go for the rewards in terms of up towards 6,000 points. So we don't care about the extra hero wit, we don't care about the extra mystic enhancement ores, all we care about is this. And also the primogems, of course. So if you're just aiming for 6,000 points or something, obviously 6,000 divided by 3 is 2,000, and 2,000 points is actually not that hard to achieve. So before we get started, I want to show off my gear. So keep in mind that my talents and artifacts are pretty high up there. So we have Noblesse Oblige, Wanderer's True, Retracing Bolide, and Emblem of Severed Fate. Constellations are also very high. However, Traveler's Constellations are very high because you get them for free, and the talents are not that high. Well, they are pretty high actually. Here, 8, 11, 11, Triple Crowned, 4, 7, 7. Xiangling is the only one that's probably not that built. So to nullify all of this, we're going to be using weak weapons. So White Tassel for Xiangling, Old Moon's Pal for Noelle, Season Hunter's Bow for Amber, and of course Skyrider's Sword for Traveler. You can also swap over to Fillet Blade, but I want her burst up more because I'm using Noblesse Oblige. But otherwise, do as you see fit. So most likely you will be doing the same amount of damage as I will be. Just be sure that, well, you understand where I'm coming from, considering I am world level 8, and I need to, at least have a fighting chance and not make guides 15 minutes when I fight overworld bosses that get introduced with every other update. So, let's start. When we go inside, of course, you're going to be wanting to adjust your difficulties, and if you go for only 2,000 points each, you can actually do it all on normal. On normal here, if you just do 5 minutes and increase by 25% opponent HP, and select everything below using Elemental Burst during challenge, yada yada yada, if you do this, and this, you get exactly 2,000 points, and the enemies are only going to be like level 70 or something. I actually haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like level 60 or 70. It's not that bad. Because all of these only require you to not get hit, and I actually would argue that when Spectres actually accumulate Fury, they make it easier to fight, because especially the Geo Spectres, when they're not in the Fury state, they will actually shoot little like rocks at you and they stun your character, which is extremely annoying. So I would actually suggest to turn this on. But for the sake of time, and most likely everyone wants to do this, at least with a bit of challenge, I'm going to do it in a hard mode where everyone is level 80. And when everyone is level 80, we can turn off all of these. But I want to keep these Fury things on, because it makes the Spectres easier to fight. And here, oh, look at that. You can have extra time there. But for the sake of extra points, I'm going to do 5 minutes. So, here, you're probably wondering, hey, where's Barbara? There's a Pyro Abyss Mage there. Well, there's only going to be one, and the rest can be fought relatively easily. So, I'm just going to use Geo attacks to break the shield, because I have the luxury of time. So here you get your burst charged up because they have the luxury of giving you that at the beginning of every fight. So here, all we need to do is first start with Amber. I'm going to throw a Baron Bunny right at this main drill. Activate shield. And now we can do extra damage, geo bonus. And you see how they continuously get the Fury? That's what I want. Here, we're just going to use Noelle and slide at people.
I must leave no stone unturned.
And here, throw Amber's Baron Bunny, because now you can see that it's going to do that weirdo mode sort of ring of Electro. And it's fine, because now that every single Spectre is in Fury mode, it actually makes it super easy for me to keep my positioning. Here, use the burst there. It should be that bad. Activate Noelle's shield again. Use Traveler's Rock, and you should have Noelle's burst back up. So, go ham, and Electro Mages down. And don't get cornered like that, because if you actually noticed, if you kill an Amemo Spectre, they will leave their little sucky balls on the field all the time. This thing never goes away. But now, because you see how these are in Fury mode, they just follow me. So I can just run away from them, and they actually won't shoot anything at me, which is great. So here I can just focus on the Abyss Mage, or I can just do this. So look at hit and run tactic really. So as they're coming to me, I just kind of shoot more and shoot more, and throw more and throw more. And here I can also use Baron Bunny, so I don't have to actually worry about that, and they're going to be distracted. So this should kill one of them. There we go. That's one. And now we're just going to be worried about this guy who just spawned in. But that's fine. Let him accumulate fury. You have the luxury of time. Because here, he's shooting those little rocks at me. They're so fucking annoying. So let's just let him, you know. Come on. I want you to be angry at me.
Leave it all to me, as a good knight should.
For now, we're just going to see if we can keep this guy's shield down, because the Pyro Abyss Mage is not a problem. It's just, he's annoying when you don't expect it.
I'll catch up.
Let's use Amber's Baron Bunny here.
No one escapes my sight.
Release a burst, and kill off the rest of these enable guys. There we go. And I should have my burst back up. Go back in for the kill here. Use Shunman.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Alright, that should be it. Now here, we can just do whatever the hell we want. So we're gonna go after these Geospecters because these guys are just looking after me like zombies. You can tell they're pretty simple to kill. Because they're no longer firing the little rocks at me anymore, which is a godsend.
Go, Baron Bunny.
So I'm gonna use Noelle Shield again if I have it up. Oop, there we go.
Steadiest.
So these guys are in fury, but they're like zombies now because they move so slowly. So I'm just gonna use Amber and just kill the rest of them. I think these are the rest of the enemies. I think one is still spawning in, but it's okay. Because you're just trying to kill all of the non-Geo Specters. Because the Specters are just kind of the only things that cause trouble in my opinion. So I'm just gonna go with Noelle here. And we should have more than enough time to kill the last couple people. There we go. Now this guy. He's angry at me now. It's fine. What we're gonna do.
No one escapes my sight.
Amber's Burst again. And considering these guys are just going after me, this is more than enough time to just shoot the rest of the Specters. See how this guy's just kind of like slowing down and just kind of like whatever at me? He's no longer shooting that little annoying little gem at me anymore. And if he gets too close, just run away a little bit and continue to do the exact same thing. If you have Razor or something like that, these guys will make it even easier to fight because nobody's resistant to physical damage anymore. Use Baron Bunny again, and just kind of throw it in his face, and just launch more shots at him. That's not that bad. Uh-oh. Don't get... Yeah. Remember what I said about the Enamel Specters? Yeah, don't do that. Exactly what I just did right there, don't do that. So, to finish the fight off, I'm just going to use this.
No escape.
And this should be the end of the fight, really. And don't forget, you do need a little bit of time for these guys to die. But yeah, otherwise that should be it. So we get 2,475 points, and we have a little bit more extra time, or rather leeway, to get our 6,000 points or whatnot. And chances are you're not using a full free-to-play like guide, so or party. So go ahead and do whatever the fuck you want.